Hello, everyone, and it is I, the Chad, and this is the first ever episode of Corecast. I'm here today with my co-host Bolbi, and today we're going to be talking about the game's potential, on how we're going to think the game will succeed and stuff. So, at the beginning, they had a thing called Creator Versus, and it was like an emote
It
thing.
wasn't really an emote contest. Basically, the contest was that you can get a percentage of the earnings from the beta, um, depending on how well your team did. So they basically got the creators to tell people to use their emotes, and if they won a game, like they got points, and obviously Moist Critical won because he has probably the biggest fan base. And you can still get those emotes today. We actually just tried it out, so Chad will put the link in the description, so that'll be there. And I don't know, me and Chad both really like that they are close with the community. Like some communities, the devs literally have nothing to do with it. Like they don't tell you
Yeah.
anything. They don't set up tournaments or anything. But we really like that about Odyssey, that they're trying to be really close with the community and promote people, and like give them check marks in game to show that they're a streamer and stuff. You go right to their Twitch. So yeah, that's a really good thing we both like.
Yeah, instead of having one really broken character out for 3 months and still ban him in tournament. Alright. So yeah, let's talk about some of the creators that are joining the Creative Versus on launch day. We got Moist Critical, the winner of the very first Creative Versus in the beta, and with Moist Critical, he has his own esports company combined with Ludwig, has a really cult following. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people just love Moise, his sense of humor, his brand and whatnot. And yeah, he has a really hit podcast going on too. You got anything about Moist?
Yeah, I mean, I watched his channel for a long time, so he is in like he's like in the commentary type YouTuber section, but he's also like played games a ton and will do occasionally game videos. And his first couple Omega Strikers videos were pretty good, so we just gotta hope he is cool to do a couple more because it's obviously good promotion and
Exactly.
good to have people like him on the game side. So yeah.
He's also known for some of his memes too. Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Next up on the list, we got Connor, the voice actor, and he's actually the voice actor for one of the
Sea
characters.
Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is pretty huge. Like having him in the creative versus and having him his own character. He's probably gonna be playing that a lot on stream, and we're actually kind of
Yeah.
excited for that.
I actually didn't know for the longest time that Lily Pichu voiced Juno.
I
I didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that either.
Yeah, that's Lily Pichu. And I was
Wonder
like,
why I was
wait.
Juno main at the beginning.
Yeah, now that's me.
Yeah. He also has a popular podcast with Trash Taste. It's a pretty good one. I tend to watch it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he talks more about anime.
Hmm.
Next up, we have Courage. He is the co-podcaster for the Courage and Nate Shot show. Has over 4 million subscribers on YouTube right now. He was also a caster for I'm pretty sure the Fortnite World Cup. Or he had something to do
Okay.
with it. I know he had something to do with it, but he's a well-known caster, well-known podcaster, great guy to have, and I'm happy he's gonna be in the creative versus. This game is really good to set up with getting the word out there about it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Courage. I think he played like Call of Duty and all a bunch of shooters, which I'm not personally into, but it's cool to see people from other communities all come in for this game. Because this game's like MOBA characters, but it's so fun and just different that other people from other communities seem to like it as well. So that's a really positive thing.
Yeah. Next up on the list, we're gonna have Alpharad. I tried to research Alpharad, but I kind of forgot what he did. I know he has I know he's in some sports videos. I'm sorry to all the Alpharad players. I should have looked him up more. My bad.
Yeah, I think he is like a Smash YouTuber. He does like he likes everything Nintendo, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I'm not the most familiar with him either.
Yeah, but Nate, I forgot how to say this. I was just
Nan-
watching them the other day.
Nanners? I think it's just
Nanners, yeah,
Nanners. Yeah.
Nanners. I was just watching some Nanners clips and I'm just having a blast. He's a great VTuber. Is also a part of the V Shoujo, which is a huge VTuber organization company. They like basically promote VTubers and like hire
Mhm.
VTubers, so they're all about VTubers.
Mhm.
Next up on the list, we have Ludwig, the counter VA, the C dog counter. And Ludwig, he also he has a popular show with Mogul Monday, and he basically talks about drama and what's up. He also is the co-owner of Moist Esports. I think they changed the name to Moist. What's the name? Mogul. Moist Mogul.
That would sound right, because Mogul Moose was his brand.
Yeah, I know they combined it.
Something
And
along those lines.
yeah, he's hiring. He keeps he keeps signing people too, which is the best part. So hopefully he signs
Yeah.
some people for Omega Strikers because that would be huge. Like I
Yeah.
expect them to sign a few people. What do you think?
Well, a few people would be cool, but just having their own team, or even like an academy team and their main team or something, and
Yes.
having a rivalry. And yeah, but we can answer that question in chat on stream, just so everyone can hear. He's asking what time the game comes out. It comes out at 11 EST, which is 8 PST, so Pacific, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll be waking up even though I hate the morning, so that's how much you can tell I love the game. And yeah, 11 EST.
Waking
So
up for a good cause.
yeah. All right, and then am I good to go through some of the beta streamers?
Yeah, talk about the up and coming streamers and the up and coming players.
Yeah, so I played more in the beta than Chad. I got up to low challenger, and then I got busy with other games and stuff, so I couldn't I couldn't get Omega, unfortunately. But I was just learning, watching a bunch of streamers, so I just wanted to go over some of them I liked, and at the end, Chad will put all of them in the description. So
Hmm.
yeah. So the first one I have is short for Kai. He's like a Kai forward. Well, basically a one trick, but he could play other characters. On his main, he would only really play Kai though, and he had like a 70% win rate. And I think Kai forward is really nerfed. I'm uh, really excited, or like, well, I'm sad it got nerfed, but I'm really interested to see if it will still be played, because they, in between the beta and the game coming out, or release, they upped everybody's strike time. So it used to be like a 1 second cooldown. Now it's like 1.5 just for every little auto hit, and that's really bad for Kai because you want to dribble it with yourself off the wall to be able to rapid fire or barrage it to score the goal or break the barrier, and that's really tough for Kai. And they nerfed his cooldowns a bit, but you can definitely still make it work. The things that make Kai good are still there, so you just have to be more wary with your cooldown. So I'm sure he'll make it work. And then the second one is Slop. His Twitch is dot slop dot, because I don't know, 4 letter names are taken. You can't just get Slop. And he was like a Luna main, but he could play all the goalies, so he was really good. I think they won a couple tournaments too. Took down some of the best teams, so I really like him. And then probably like my top three favorite streamers is Gravity. His Twitch is Gravity underscore OS1. He's like a Juno one trick. I think he plans on casting, so he'll be doing tournaments, but I'm sure he'll stream his ladder climb because he liked to do that in beta. So can't imagine why he wouldn't. And then I have Xeno Gemini. He uh, is an Atlas main, which there weren't too many of, and he was really consistent. He didn't stream too much, but he played all the time and would always hang out in Discord. He's just a really nice guy. So hopefully he streams some more. And then below that I have General Twee. He's basically just a nutcase on Luna.
Yeah.
Luna, it's like eject button is basically made for her because you can fly across the map and then eject back. But people like Twee, like they'll just take an extra like strike shot or something and use it for extra utility, and then only use their spacebar to like he'll like go at an angle towards his base, loop around, and like barely save it every time. It's the most insane things I've ever seen. I don't know why you shouldn't play Kai or Dubu, but he's really consistent, so he makes the Luna work. He got to like over 3,200, which was top like I think he was like top three. He might have gotten rank one at
Wow.
some point.
All I
Yeah,
gotta say
so
about that is he needs to make a TikTok because some of those plays are
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, that is one thing for the game. You can probably make a lot of like TikTok, YouTube shorts just of some cool plays, so I'm excited to see that for the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, General Twee, really sweet player. And then next we have Lumos. I'll put them together because they're all on a team as Lumos, Geek, and Ginger Pop. So they were a team. They're like the team to beat in beta. They all come from other games and knew each other before. And Lumos was like the brawler player. Ginger Pop was like the midfield player, and Geek was the goalie, and he's like probably one of the best Dubus. He has it really rough because he's from the West Coast, and he's like northern West Coast, I guess. He said his routing was like really bad. He'd get like 90 ping on any server, which
Ouch.
for goalie at the top level is pretty brutal. Like I think at LAN, if there's going to be like zero ping lands, he'll be a literal, I don't know, like a beast. And but for just uh, just ladder and stuff, playing on 90 ping is brutal, but he still makes it work. So yeah, that's Geek. His Twitch is G33KE. Lumos is just how it sounds, LUM, but then it's a zero and then ST, and then Ginger Pop is pretty simple. And then we have It's Ignis. He's like a Drakkar one trick at some point, but then he started learning more characters. He got pretty good at Stell and everything. And then he told me he likes to play the new character Zentaro, so I'm be watching out for that. I watched him play it a bit in the playtest tournament, so I'm excited to see how far he goes with that. And yeah, then
Ignis
next we
is
have
also coaching on the side too. I saw some of his
okay,
coaching. Yeah, so that's another play you can go to ask for help.
yeah, I might check that out if I ever need to learn any of the characters he's really good at.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, then next we have Boo 20K. This guy plays on controller willingly. I don't know how or why. I put in my notes needs therapy or something. But no, he's literally insane. He's so consistent, and you figured, I don't know, you just wouldn't figure a controller player would be one of the most consistent, but he's literally so good. And I've just seen him playing Kai on controller, and like I don't know how he's shooting the barrage to save the core like perfectly at a 90-degree angle, but I don't know.
He'll
Uh,
show up to a LAN for N64 controller and just destroy
yeah.
everyone.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Xbox controller. He has a little thing on screen. You know, some League streamers show like their keyboard on stream.
Oh yeah.
He has it of his controller, so you can see what buttons he's pressing and stuff. I really like that about his
Nice.
stream. And yeah, it's just a solid player. And then lol JSS. I forgot. I think his name is Schneider. Yeah, it's Schneider. Or that's what people call him. I don't know if that's his name, but he's like a Juliet one trick at some point, but he could play like all the brawlers and I'm sure some midfielders too. He's a giga grinder. That's the type of guy who's on like 8 hours a day and just he'll lose like 10 in a row and then not give up and keep queuing and then get his elo back.
The
And then
definition of
I
a
mean,
Chad.
Yeah, so he really doesn't give up. I like that about him. So he's a really good forward player to watch. And then probably my favorite streamer was Megaverse. This is our last one I have on the list. He was a Kai, basically one trick. He was rank one for the, I don't know, probably about 40% of the beta. The whole first part, he was playing out of his mind and held rank one. And then Rune came out, and Rune is more like a midfielder. Like he's really good at keeping the ball on or the core on the enemy side of the map. But he was also playing Rune goalie, and his team was doing some crazy strats with stacks on stacks and getting like Rune 100 stacks instantly, just like bouncing it off the wall. I don't know. So he said he'll definitely be streaming launch. So yeah, watch out for Megaverse. I'm guessing I don't know how hard any of these players want to grind, but he can definitely get rank one again if he so pleases. So I'd like to see that happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Launch day is gonna be
back to you.
huge. Like, how many people are we
Yeah,
gonna expect to be watching on Twitch
I
alone?
mean the beta. I forgot which Odyssey member posted. I think his name is it's Maple. He was the one that worked for Riot, and he posted his. It was League of Legends was second, and Omega Strikers was first. And
Wow.
he's like, wow, this is crazy. Both the games I worked on, top two on Twitch right now, and yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I'm sure that should be the case again, and I'm guessing at least 100K. But I think launch day, like I don't know why it's a morning launch. I feel like everyone's on in the evening. Like some people have work to go to. Like I don't know why you'd ever do that. Like
I'm
just play
pretty
video
sure
games.
half the
No, I'm just
people are
kidding.
gonna take work off just to play it on
Mm.
launch.
I mean, most streamers aren't the ones that need to go to work, but some of the viewers. But I don't know. People find ways to watch on their phone and everything. But I think it'll be close to 120K plus. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it might be like 100 to 200k at the peak of tomorrow's launch. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be streaming, especially the creative versus we were talking about earlier.
Oh, that starts tomorrow?
I mean, it might not start tomorrow, but a
Oh,
lot of them
okay.
are probably
Yeah,
gonna
they'll be
play.
practicing and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Jordo said in chat, so the dedicated grinders get a head start. That's true. I guess if you're dedicated enough to be West Coast and wake up at 8 a.m., you should get rewarded for your head start. So
I know
that's what I plan on doing.
we're even missing dentist appointments just to play the game.
Yeah. My mom literally said, "Oh, I can't make it to a dentist appointment. Can you take it for me?" I just straight up said, "No, I'm busy that day." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And it's just tomorrow because the game's coming out. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah,
I got
you can
snacks in
go
my
on.
mini fridge. I got monsters. I got water. I am all set.
Yeah, I need to go stack shopping, huh?
Yeah. So if you're gonna be hard grinded tomorrow, make sure you're stacked up. They're easy
Yeah,
to reach places, so you can just queue up, grab a snack while eat it.
for
Exactly.
sure.
Alright, so the next topic is we're just gonna talk about how fun the game is. Because, one of my favorite parts is scoring. Like, I love to play X and Juliet and just pressing Alt with X with the puck near the goalie. I'm just
Yeah.
punching them in their face. I'm just like, you're gonna go in, let's go.
Yeah, I someone's name in the Discord, it was like score equals dopamine or something like that. I thought that was really funny.
That is the
It's like
truest thing
true.
ever.
Yeah, it's like just get a nice hit of dopamine every time you score, and then I got like the big tree animation. So yeah, I don't know, the animations are a pretty cool
Yeah.
addition. So yeah, no,
Oh
it
yeah.
feels really good when you. Sometimes I don't know, it doesn't feel as good when the goalie just like messes up really bad and lets it in. But if you like play it perfect and like there's literally nothing the goalie could do, that's a good feeling for sure.
Just like the Mega Strikers clip with the opening music video that they released, somebody
Mm-hmm.
edited Era after Kai let the score in, the Jakar
Yeah.
question mark
Oh, like
emote.
Flaminer? Oh yeah,
I'm
the
gonna post
Jakar
that in
question mark.
the video, but yeah,
Yeah, you
that was
should.
funny.
That is funny.
And even when you're a goalie, like just making like a hard goal all the way from across the map, that
Oh
too
yeah,
is
with
dopamine.
I we watched the video. It's called Energy Burst. I'm probably still gonna call it Core Flip because you flip the core, and that's what everyone was calling it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can with that you can literally cross map it. Trap was going insane with that. Which, like, it was her first time playing, and she was just scoring from the other side of the map. I was like, what the heck? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I literally learned watching her how to use the mechanic. But that's one of the things with the energy. What's going to separate the good players with the amazing ones is using the evade. I was not good at
Yeah.
it in the playtest. You need to be able to dodge like some X or Juliet abilities that are trying to when they're trying to kill you, or uh, you have to like it's really prediction based. Like you have to guess they're about to shoot at you or punch at you, and it's tough. But if you're actively trying to improve, I'm sure at some point you'll be doing it like second nature. But that is a big thing to look out for.
It's like a Smash DI from Super Smash Bros. But instead of
Hmm.
just surviving, you just don't get hit at all. It's like super reaction based, and you gotta keep that in
Yeah.
mind. And also, for those who do not know, Trap's our third player. We're gonna be teaming up in the tournament on the 30th. Me, Bolbi, and Trap, and we're gonna just have a fun time and learn what we need to learn.
Yeah, maybe you could link the tournament in the description as well because it is for everyone. So
Yeah,
in the Discord. So yeah,
I'll link it. Don't
it's
worry.
the more people the better for sure. Because uh, if the competition gets stale, it's going to be no fun for the pros. So that's one of the things about the game that is a bit rough to me right now. It's like some of these like pro players have played the alpha, they played playtest, then they played the first beta, then the second beta, and then more prod tests, and then like a playtest, and then some more prod tests. Like they are so far ahead than your average player, and I don't know. I feel like someone like me, I don't improve insanely fast. Like I need time and games under my belt, and I feel like it's going to be really hard to catch up. But obviously, if you're dedicated enough, it's possible. But the first few tournaments are going to be rough just because they're so like well adjusted to the game and know exactly what's going on and everything. But it will be cool to see the underdog stories of people taking down some of the top teams sooner or later that like come from nowhere. So can't wait for that.
The underdog story, like you and me.
Yeah, trainer.
Yeah, like and with it, the one thing I learned about boxing is literally anything's possible. You put in the work, you believe in yourself, you can accomplish everything. Like
Yeah.
you could be going up against people like Mike Tyson, and they're still playing the same game as you. It still starts out with you two at the other side of the ring, and then the dude saying box. Like you have a fair shot of anyone else. You just
Y-
gotta make sure you put in the work and the effort.
Yeah, I've heard people say that about fighting. It's like you can like have a big ego about it, but it's usually not worth it because like one punch can literally decide the whole thing, and when you're throwing
Exactly.
out hundreds, like you can get hit, and it's all about like yeah, I don't know, just seeing like some of the old school movies of like people not giving it up and stuff. Like it
Yeah.
sounds cringe to like apply that to video games because it's like so not that deep, but at the same time, everything works like that. You just don't give up and tell yourself you can do it, and you really can. So
Yeah. I feel like
yeah.
that evolves more in Omega Strikers too, because like who cares if they get 10 kills? They have to score the goal in order to win.
Yeah, that is one thing that the devs took in feedback. The kills in beta were literally meaningless because the death timer was 7 seconds and cooldowns were longer than 7 seconds. So you wouldn't have cooldowns to score if you killed someone. So it didn't really matter because the goalies would just get rid of the core anyway. but now it's 12 seconds if I remember correctly, and
Yeah, I think it's 12.
it is rough if you die. Yeah, so goalies can make some crazy plays, but that's what the game's about. It's just surviving and making the goals. So
That was the next
yeah.
topic we were going to talk about. How good does it feel to get the kills? And it feels so good. Like, just punching them all the way back to their goal to get that to basically score on themselves because they died because you can kill people at their goal. That's just so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a I don't really care about kills because I just want the points. So sometimes I'll like even suicide if I know I can, like I know they're gonna kill me if I step here, but I'm sure I can make this goal. So I'm gonna like blink in on a stell and throw my abilities at it and pray to God it goes in. But no, like it's just about confidence. Like sometimes you gotta know your kill ranges. You gotta know the enemies' kill ranges. That's why it's good to play every character at least a couple times, just so you know what
Yeah.
they're looking for when they're trying to knock you out or when you can knock them out. Just because everyone has different stagger bars, which is your health basically. So
That's just
yeah,
that and Omega Strikers thing. That's like an any game thing. Just know what every character does if you want to get
yeah,
out of
their
that game.
cooldowns a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
That's why it's like, alright, I know he can blink here, so I can try to bait him to blink here so I can get the kill on him right here.
Yeah, and then if at the top level, it's really just about timing their cooldowns and seeing what you can do while theirs are down, and yeah,
Yeah.
just be able to make the plays.
The next thing I want to say is how fun is it to do like amazing saves on as goalie? Like I know Trap was just popping off when we were playing with her. Like there'd be
Yeah,
like two or three people on, and then we just get it to the she gets it to the other side, and we're just like, oh, let's go, and we're just
yeah.
going
I
it.
mean, it's a good feeling as a goalie, but it's a drastically worse feeling when you're 3v1 and you still can't score on them, and then the core goes like behind all three of you because you're all pushed up, and like it's not gonna go in obviously because you're all there and ready, but
Yeah.
like but then the other people are respawning, so you're just like, damn, this person really just saved it 1v3, and I have to go chase this core to go try to score again, but then the people will have respawned and I won't get it. So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a good feeling for the goalie that saves it, and a terrible feeling for the people who are 3v1 and didn't score it.
I remember in that new video they posted today about the VTuber going over the new changes that they
Yeah.
said like they have a match chat only for like the character select screen and not in game. And I'm just like, thank God it's not in game because that will get toxic.
Oh, because wait, why is that?
Because in game, you know, when your goalie like messes up, like
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
press emotes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, emotes can't get that bad. Worst case scenario, you're Drakkar question marking them. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, just whatever you guys do, don't be one of those people who just gives up and stands on the side or something. Just play
yeah,
it out. Like you, you can always come back. Like the, being like 3 levels down isn't like super meaningful. Like really, never give up. You can solo carry a lot of your games
yeah.
if you put enough effort in.
The motivational podcast. Never give up.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, so let's go to our main topic. What's this? What does this game really need? And one of the huge things that, in my opinion, this game really needs is a practice slash training room. Just a place where you can either like spawn an NPC or just spawn like a dummy, and then just have it
Yeah,
stay there so you can practice your combos and practice the pucks. So you can practice the puck control, dribbling, like practice
I
mode
agree.
will just enhance the skill ceiling of this game by so much if they just add it.
Yeah, every good game has like some sort of sandbox training mode, and people, it took League like till season 7 or something. Like people
Oh,
were complaining for so long, and it's just so needed. Like if you want to be at the top level and you don't have, like, time is money. Like you can't just spend all your time playing on ladder and in normal games. Like you don't. you can't always get the scenarios you want, and then sometimes you do, and you just don't have the repetitions to finish the point or something. So I really agree that if they could make just like a Dubu bot or a Kai bot that
Yeah,
sends the ball back at you, and then you get it, like dribble off the wall a couple times, go for your combo on it, and with like some maybe different difficulties and stuff on, you can pick the map you want. I think that'd be really positive for the game. So I think they'll do it. They listen to the community, it seems like, and that's not the hardest thing to implement. Maybe making a bot for it is, but
yeah,
like they could implement one with like a training dummy just sitting there tomorrow, just so you can hit the ball around. So
exactly. Just
the
spawn
core around,
somebody
you
to
know what I mean?
just stand there.
Yeah, so like that could probably come out tomorrow, but yeah, hopefully with like a bot that sends the ball back at you, and or the core back at you, and doesn't let you just score for free. That would definitely be super positive.
Yeah. Another thing that I would love to see is lobbies. So Bulbin and I used to be ex-professional Pokemon Unite players. I know, kind of cringy, but the lobby system was actually pretty good. Like they would have a top team, bottom team, and then a top row for spectators. And they can control like, oh, the game needs a pause. They pause it. Okay, now we can resume it. Or they could just like restart the game if somebody disconnects. And
Well, to be fair, the pausing and stuff wasn't implemented till like a year later. Like,
yeah,
yes, but that is very very good for tournaments. If someone disconnects, you can have someone pause the game and stuff. So yeah, right now the system is basically you all put in the same code and then queue up and get in, but it would probably just be nicer to make a lobby so you can see everyone in it, and have like the spectator or the admin, and yeah, but that's not too big of a deal for the start.
yeah.
I'd much rather have the training mode, and I'm sure they'll implement these things sooner or later. But yeah, just to put it out there, so hopefully they do it at some point.
I kind of disagree, but you kind of need a spectator mode soon because we want to watch like the high end level games. Like we
Well,
want to see that.
I mean, there's Twitch for that, and the one in the game works. It's just not ideal. So
Uh,
like, yeah, it exists. It's just, well, this, yeah, I mean, it exists. It's just not you. It's just not optimal yet. But I
yeah,
have faith that they'll figure it out for sure.
yeah. I know some other games they have a you can review your old match history, but
Yeah,
you can just
that would
record your
be
matches.
insane.
Well, you can
Yeah,
just record them on like OBS or something.
yeah. I mean, just having it in game is just a bit of a quality of a life thing. But it
Yeah,
is a mobile as well, and you can only put so much into a mobile game without it,
true, true.
without it becoming too big of a file size.
But
But
there's still Genshin
yeah,
Impact on mobile.
that's true. Yeah,
Like I know nothing about mobile, but the Genshin Impact is a huge game, and that's somehow on mobile.
true.
And yeah, I think that's basically what goes over on what we need. It's a really short list. Like
hmm
Odyssey knows what they're doing. Like they're making a good game, so that's why the list is kind of short.
Yeah, I think that's about it for now, and then I'm sure people will think of stuff, and uh, the Discord does have the suggestions tab and everything, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty hopeful that they listen to the community and that things will be made over time.
yeah.
But
They're
definitely got
doing
to give them time.
they're doing a huge thing that other games aren't doing, and that's like having a community with devs in it. Like
Yeah, they just straight up talk to people and stuff. It's really
yeah,
cool.
like there was like there was like a secret beta release that happened for like a few days, and
They're the
before that
best.
we were just I was just in a Discord call with like 20 other people, and there was a dev there, and he showed us like a few new things coming out, and we like played Discord games together, and it was a fun time.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. It's like I don't know. It's not like you're gonna build the most giant community that way, but like that, like little things like that made you like a player for probably a couple of
Life.
years at least. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you love this game, like
I mean,
so.
we started a
Yeah,
podcast about it.
yeah. So Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, let's get over to the one of the next topics. I don't think it's the last one yet, but it's how should like the world championship be like how to qualify and stuff. Like, what's our dream scenario for qualifying for the world championships? I kind of like it that they have some online events like to qualify, and then they like fly you out to like I don't know a place in Florida or like the esports arena to compete with like
Hmm.
15 other teams on stage. Like to me, that sounds like
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, lands are really hard to do. I think the tournaments do have to be online if you're gonna be able to get all the players to do it, just because of life gets in the way and not everyone can afford
Yeah,
flights everywhere and stuff. So, um, I don't know, maybe some a bi-weekly circuit or like a monthly one, but I don't know too much about tournament organizing. I'm sure they'll figure it out, but yeah, I don't have too many opinions. I just hope that they're fair to everyone and like no one gets screwed over with how things work and
yeah,
they think it out. But as for like giving them a whole layout, I don't know enough about how tournaments and circuits work to have a super clear opinion on it.
yeah. Because like I know the fighting game community, they always have in-person events, and don't get me wrong, that
Hmm.
is really fun. But not a lot of people can like travel all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
Plus, that's like an individual game too. Omega Strikers is a team-based game. There's two other people on your
Yeah.
team, so that makes it even
Yeah.
harder.
Getting three people to one spot to get three other people to that spot and play. It's not the
Yeah,
easiest for sure.
yeah. But I still kind of like the concept being like, hey, if you get top 16 in this tournament, then we'll fly you out with you and your team. We'll give you like $1,000 voucher, travel voucher to fly out to this place and play for us. Like that to me sounds like pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely be sweet. I don't know how much they're willing to subsidize for people, but we'll definitely have to just wait it out and see. It's not
Yeah, it's all
nothing
fantasy.
worth worrying about. Yeah, but we'll yeah, it's just like we'll see what happens. Hopefully they do it right, kind of thing.
Yeah, because like I feel like just having a LAN event would be fun. Like meeting the
I think there's
community.
one plan. Did you see the one in the
Yeah, and it's in like
yeah,
what,
competitive
Texas?
Omega Strikers? Yeah, Texas. I've
Yeah.
never been to Texas. I'd be kind of down, but
Ayo.
I
I need
did
to see
just
about flights.
yeah, I just drove to San Francisco yesterday. Well, back from it, and that was 8 hours. I think Texas is even further. Like
Yeah.
driving that long is brutal. Yeah, I'd probably get a flight as well, but then you don't have a car. I don't know. You need a
Yeah.
place to stay. Shit's expensive, but
Yeah,
that
all
that that
adds
would be
up.
so fun. Like that's just like I don't know. That'd be a blast to just meet people and I don't know, see some great players play on. Hopefully, hopefully zero ping. I don't know if they could have it set up to where you can literally play zero ping
Yeah,
right
I hope
with
so.
each other, but that would definitely be ideal for a game like this where there's split second reactions.
Yeah. I imagine like how are they gonna set up Lane because the game's getting released on everything. Like, are they gonna have a
Yeah,
PC
huh?
and a mobile setup?
Yeah, they're gonna have like, dude, there could literally be someone on every console. There would be like someone on a handheld Switch, someone on a dock Switch, someone on mobile, someone on PS4, someone on Xbox, and someone on a PC. Just like duke it out. I don't know.
Well,
Um,
if it's mobile, then they could probably just plug in a controller to the PC.
yeah, it'll be hard to standardize, but I'm sure it's nothing they didn't think of when saying we're releasing a competitive style game on literally every platform. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a just we'll have to see.
There might
But
be
I'm
like a
excited.
checkbox. Like if you qualify, there might be a checkbox be like, "Oh, what do you play on mobile or everything else?" Because like, well, yeah, it's true. You could just like, I could take my Switch controller, probably plug it in my PC, and it works fine. And yeah, like it wouldn't be that much
Yeah,
of a difference.
that's true. Yeah. If you're a handheld going from handheld, I don't know. Yeah, handheld or controller to mouse and keyboard would definitely be tough, but
Yeah, that would be.
yeah, some people like that. One of the streamers, Gunner, he made like the training guide for beta. He would switch between mobile and or not mobile, sorry, MOBA settings and WASD, depending on what character he played. So if he was
Wow.
like a brawler, like Drakkar or Juliet, and he was trying to kill people, he'd play MOBA. And if he was like Estelle or playing goalie, I think he would play WASD. Um, so some people are like that. That's definitely not me. I'll play. I'll be fine with my WASD and stick with it. But maybe if someone's good enough to qualify, they can switch platforms. But we'll just have to see.
Yeah, it's all in the future. This is like all in our head, like a dream thing. We know nothing
Yeah,
about like stupid tournaments and stuff. We're
for
just
sure.
like, oh, this sounds like a good idea, but we don't know
Yeah,
actually. Alright,
that
and
is.
the last thing we wanted to talk about today is, how far can this game go? Like, can it actually rival League of Legends and Dota 2 and be always be like a number one? To me, I say
Yeah,
yes. Like, this is my opinion. It's an easy to follow game. Like, I just tell people exactly what it is in one sentence. It's video game air hockey. That's it. And then they can watch it and probably understand, like, oh, this is actually video game air hockey. Looks really fun.
yeah. My one concern is like that if you're rusty in this game, you are rusty. Like if I didn't play for a couple days and come back, like it is tough. So
Yeah.
I'd imagine some people will take like a month break and then like a new patch will come out, some new skins for their character will come out and they'll come back, but then they'll hop into ranked and it will be tough. Like playing against people who are playing like constantly and you take a break, it is tough and it might discourage some people. So that's my only concern. But otherwise, uh, as for replayability and stuff, I like that they're making the rotating goal mode and they
Yeah.
have quick play ranked. Like there's different options for different people. So I like that they're doing that. And hopefully they have cool events and everything, just like every other game that uses them to retain a player base. So
Yeah.
yeah, and obviously it's free, so that's definitely huge
It
because
is.
some games have a I don't know like World of Warcraft, you gotta pay $15 a month. Like that's pretty brutal. So
Yeah.
uh, yeah, no subscription, no entry costs, so that's definitely a positive. So I think it has the potential, yeah.
Yeah, plus it's a MOBA. I mean, it's a mobile game too. You can just play it on your phone. And that
Oh,
just
yeah.
alone, like,
All consoles, yeah.
that just alone brightens the player base of who can actually play it to like basically everyone. Like everyone has
Mhm.
like a smartphone nowadays and they could just download
Yeah,
the game and
literally.
try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need like anything specific to play. It's not PC only. Like just whip out your phone at like a train station and then just play. You might get like 300 ping, but at least you can still play while you wait.
I tried playing the mobile beta a bit. It was tough. I definitely stick in the mouse and keyboard, but if I'm out and about, I'll probably give it a few more tries, and at least in like quick play or something, just because it's fun to mess around with. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They got a like I don't know how to word this, but like if we I feel like for like if you're gonna like invite your friends and always to play,
Hmm.
they gotta be like you gotta make an alt account because like if you're high up, like if you're a Omega or Challenger, you don't want your friends to be like starting out to play versus other Omega and Challenger
Yeah.
people.
I mean, you don't have to play ranked necessarily with them. You can.
Is
That's
this still
what
him and
normals
MMR?
and quick play. Yeah. About that, I'm not sure. I don't think there's an MMR. I'm pretty sure people said there wasn't, but that's just something we'll have to wait for the community to find out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think there's an MMR. But if like I don't know, if you are a Challenger Omega player, you should be able to carry them in normals and at least enough. enough of the time that you guys are having fun. So, but yeah, yeah, alt accounts is a bit rough because some of the top players make them and then literally destroy you. Like the difference between top player and a average player in this game is super significant. So
Yeah.
it'll be a bit of a point of contention, but that's just like it is what it is. Every game that's free has people making tons of alts. So
Yeah, that's just like how free to play games go because it's not like costing them any money to make the account.
yeah,
Alt account in World of Warcraft 1.
some people do that as well.
Wait, really? They pay like $30 to
Yeah,
have two accounts?
oh, bro, they're World of Warcraft players. That some of them have like multiple, just so they can, I don't know, use it to make gold or something. It's crazy.
$100 a month just to have like five World of Warcraft accounts, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine that showing up on your taxes and you have to explain. I mean, I can't really say much. I used to spend like $100 a month on games that I really like.
Yeah.
It's not that different. Alright. Well, thank you everybody to tuning in on the first ever episode of Corecast. We had a lot of fun. We're planning on doing this bi-weekly. We don't know exactly what day we're going to be having it, but not next week, but the week after, we should have another episode planned. We should be able to talk about like how the beginning of the game is going and stuff. So
Mhm.
please like, follow, comment, subscribe on all of that. I'll put all my socials in there. If Bolbi wants anything to put down there, I'll put his stuff down there too. And yeah, thank you so much everyone to listening and tuning in to the first ever episode of Corecast. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow, the 27th, on the game release. I'm planning on streaming it as soon as the game release. So if you want, follow me
11
over.
a.m.
Exactly. If you want,
Be
you
there.
can,
Sharp.
or be squared.
Hey.
If
All
you
right,
want,
sweet.
you can, guys, all follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/the Chad69. I know, the Chad69. Bobby, do you want to plug yourself or anything?
Um, I'm not streaming or anything, but yeah, just twitch.tv/bolbidiff if you want. And I don't know, maybe there's a world I start streaming because if I'm grinding the game all day, might as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we'll see. All right, yeah, but thanks, guys. Sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys all later.